Congratulations, Paul Knauls Sr., on your Heritage Award being inducted into the Oregon Music Hall of Fame.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. I am very grateful to the organization, the Oregon Music Hall of Fame. That's very nice of them to do that for me because they don't have to, because I don't sing and I don't dance. I don't play an instrument, you know.
But you are a Portland treasure. Your name may not be familiar to many people, but what you've achieved in Portland is really to create a better place to live. That's been what you've done. Mayor of Northeast Portland. So, as you're known. So, time for a little bit of backstory on you, Mr. Mayor?
You want a little backstory on me?
Yes. Where are you from and what brought you to Portland?
Okay, I was born in a little town in Huntington, Arkansas. It's about 600 people. I was back there a couple of years ago, and it's such a rural place to live that I went to the house where I was born, and it has an address on it now, 814. Before, you just go to the post office and pick up your mail, you know. And then just a small city, so we had the first, second, third, and fourth grade. When you got to be the fifth grade, you had to go to school in another city, which was Fort Smith, Arkansas. So went to a Catholic school. My favorite teacher, Sister Paula, because my name's Paul and her name was Paula, so we got along really well. Then I graduated from Lincoln High School in 1949. I went into the United States Air Force. Went to San Antonio, Texas to train, and then I went to Spokane, Washington for my regular duties during the Korean War. So that was part of my venture to getting from Arkansas to Spokane to Portland, Oregon.
What a trip.
Yeah, it's been a great trip, though.
It sounds like it. Talk about the nightclub that you bought on North Vancouver Avenue in the 60s. It was called the Cotton Club, and it was just a huge success. I mean, you hosted visits from, I'm going to drop a couple of names, Sammy Davis Jr.
Oh, yes.
to Mama Cass.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, talk about two totally different kinds of acts, but they fit into the Cotton Club. What was your secret sauce?
Well, I think it was our music and the hospitality. You know, in business, if you give people what they want, you don't ever have to worry about business. That's why your mother won't let you feed that stray cat, because that becomes your cat. He's never going to leave because he wants food and you're giving it to him. So in the Cotton Club there, we had good music, we had good food, and a good bunch of clients. So it made it really nice. So when people come to town, they say, what's happening? After they have their concert downtown, they would say, well, what's happening around the city? Well, you got to go to the Cotton Club. And that's how Sammy Davis Jr. got to the Cotton Club. And Mama Cass, when she walked in, you know, she was a, you know, big white girl, you know, but she came in the club and it was nice.
What kind of food did you serve?
Pardon?
What kind of food did you serve?
Soul food, yeah. We had the ham hocks, greens, black-eyed peas,
the classics.
Cornbread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. You nurtured the careers of some very beloved Portlanders, from Mel Brown to Ron Steen, among the many. Reflect on your vision. What was it that you were able to give them? You know, how did you nurture them?
First of all, not allowing them to drink, because if they got caught drink, I wasn't going to hire them. I had one young man, Frankie Redding, he's a phenomenal B3 organ player. He died a couple of weeks ago, but I remember Frankie. I let him work on weekends, and he says, "Oh, Paul, what I want to do, I'm gonna quit going to school and just work full time." I says, "No, Frankie, if you quit, you can't work here at all. If you quit going to school, you can't work here at all. You got to stay in high school, finish high school, then you can come to work." And he did. He stayed another 2 years because he was ready to get into the entertainment field. And of course, Mel Brown at the time, he was working for me. He was going to Portland State to become an accountant. And so he would work at night, and then he went to school in the daytime. And Ronnie Steen, the same thing. You know, it was just the music was in him, and I was able to get it out of them because I gave them what they wanted, a place to work, and kept them from the bar. If when they were off stage, they had to go out and sit in the restaurant, you know. So I used to get so mad because I want to go see the show, and you wouldn't let me back to see the show, you know, where your job was to play music.
You ran a tight ship.
I still run a tight ship. Yes, I do. Just ask her. That's right.
Oh, man, it's great looking at your face. I would love to work for you.
And you know, you're only saying that because it's true.
You've got that right. You've got that right. I want to remind everybody, your focus was on the betterment of the Northeast Portland community. What was going on around that community at the time that you felt that you, Paul, could help improve?
Well, one thing we did, the business people, we got together and formed a business association so that we would make sure that if you shopped in the neighborhood, you would shop with the African American people at their stores. And that went very well. We wanted to emphasize the fact that we were there, and we had never had a parade, float in the parade. So during the Americana parade, then we built a float and we put a music scene on it, went to Goodwill and borrowed a bunch of clothes and everything. So that was the first time an African American float had been in, the Americana Parade, which is the Starlight Parade now.
Starlight Parade,
And,
what we call the Starlight Parade
yes,
now.
Yes. So just betterment of the community, seeing an empty lot, you find out who owns the empty lot that's got refrigerators, ranges, cars, everything. Get the city to call them and tell them they got to clean up the lot. I remember when Tommy Luke's moved out on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. It was a Tommy Luke's florist, and they moved out, and it just became a junkyard, And so every week I see a car tire or a refrigerator or whatever, I get in touch with the city and let them know that, hey, this is not right, And we were just part of our business association to try to keep the neighborhood together and keep it right.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor of Northeast Portland. Carry on as much as you can. I wanted to, again, congratulate you on your Heritage Award and being such an important part of the industry, and very grateful that you're in the Oregon Music Hall of Fame. You mentioned a little bit of how you felt about it, but reflect a little bit on what that means for you to have your legacy carry on like this.
Well, I was very, very surprised when they called me, but I had a hint that something might happen because I have a very good friend, Norman Sylvester, and he started talking about, it would be nice if they put you in the Hall of Fame, blah, blah. But I knew he knew Terry Carrier. And
Norman Sylvester can get things done for
yes,
sure.
Yes, and then I have another friend named Lee Auspus, and Lee, we started skiing back in Spokane way back in the 50s, and he told him about me, so they were able to put things together, and I heard about it. Terry told me back in November, December last year, but I couldn't tell anyone. And so I just kept it, I kept getting little emails about it. I said, I don't know anything about it.
What a relief to be able to say yes.
Yeah, then finally.
Congratulations, Paul Knauls Sr.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor of Northeast Portland.
Thank you very much. I guess I'm your mayor because you didn't vote me in, so you can't vote me out.